Welcome! Bienvenidos a Spanish with Profe. In this channel we will learn Spanish. En este canal vamos a aprender español. I will be your professor. I am a native speaker of Spanish. And I hold a PhD in Spanish from the University of California. I have been teaching Spanish at the university level for over 20 years. Feel free to leave your comments below with any questions about learning Spanish and any video topics you would like me to cover. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Muchas gracias y bienvenidos una vez más a Spanish with Profe. In this video, we are going to talk about the differences between por and para. ¿Listos, chicos? Ready? Vamos a comenzar. Let's begin. In today's video, we're going to talk about the uses of por and para. They are not interchangeable. Keep that in mind. So we're going to use por more times than we will use para. Por is like the imperfect, where we use it for time in general, versus para is like the pretérito, where we use it for time specific. So let's begin. So you're going to use por to talk about general location, movement in general. You're going to use por for the duration of an action, so a length of time. You're going to use por to talk about objects of search. You're going to use por to talk about means of communication or transportation. You're going to use por to talk about exchange or an exchange of goods or a substitution. For example, like one day you're sick, somebody's going to work instead of you, your shift. So that's por. Unit of measure, like for example, like the speed limit is 35 miles per hour, 35 millas por hora. And you're going to use por to talk about something that is about to be done. So when you're about to complete it, that's the time when you're going to put it in front of a verb. But other than that, so now, and for other expressions like por aquí, por ejemplo. Muy bien. And para is very time specific, like the pretérito. And you're going to use para to talk about destination, to talk about deadline, a specific time in the future. You're going to use para to talk about purpose and goal, and those will be right before a verb. Oh, you're going to use a para to talk about purpose plus a noun. You're also going to use para to talk about the recipient of something. For example, this gift is for you. Este regalo es para ti. Muy bien. We're also going to use para to talk about comparisons or opinions and employment. For example, I work for the university. Okay, I'm a worker. I work for them. So, trabajo para la universidad. Okay, muy bien, because they're the ones that pay me. So, employment. Okay, muy bien. So now we're going to do some examples, but remember that por is going to be used in time in general, the length of time, an exchange of goods, means of communication, transportation. And para is very time specific, destination, deadline, purpose. Okay? The recipient of something. So let's begin with a few examples. Para ir a Portland, tenemos que pasar por the Dalles. Para ir a Portland, tenemos que pasar por the Dalles. Okay? Muy bien. So our destination is Portland, but in order to get to Portland, we have to go through the Dalles. So that's por. Muy bien. Estoy por terminar el ensayo. Estoy por terminar el ensayo. That means I'm about to finish writing my essay. Estoy por terminar. So we're going to use por because I'm about to finish something. Muy bien. But now let's look at this other one. El ensayo es para mañana. El ensayo es para mañana. The essay is due tomorrow. That's a deadline. Para mañana. Ellos estudian para el examen. That's the purpose of it. They are studying for the test. Y ellos estudian por 3 horas. Ellos estudian por 3 horas. That's just the length of time. Por 3 horas. Length of time is por. Deadlines es para. Muy bien. Ahora voy a por ella. Ahora voy a por ella. That means that I'm going to go and get her. I'm going to search for her. Like to pick her up. Muy bien. Estudio para ser doctora. That's the purpose. Estudio para ser doctora. I'm studying to become a doctor. Este regalo es para ustedes. Este regalo es para ustedes. This gift is for you all. That's the purpose. Those are the recipients of the regalo, gift. Para nosotros es difícil no poder pasar tiempo con nuestros familiares. Para nosotros es difícil no poder pasar tiempo con nuestros familiares. That is the use of para to talk about, make comparisons or opinions. Okay. It's hard for us to not be able to spend time with our family members. Next. Tú trabajas para una compañía muy grande. Tú trabajas para una compañía muy grande. That's your employment. You work for a big company. Ella trabajó por él cuando él estaba enfermo. Ella trabajó por él cuando él estaba enfermo. She covered for him when he was sick. So she was a substitute. So that's por. Muy bien. Mis padres me dieron $2,000 para comprar una computadora. Mis padres me dieron $2,000 para comprar una computadora. That is the purpose of the money, to buy a computer. So I use para. And then when I go to the bookstore or the computer store, I pay for it. And that will be exchange of goods. I will use por in there. Pagué $1,900 por la computadora. Pagué $1,900 por la computadora. That's exchange of goods. Money was exchanged. Por la computadora. Next. La velocidad máxima es de 35 millas por hora. La velocidad máxima es de 35 millas por hora en esta ciudad. La velocidad máxima es de 35 millas por hora en esta ciudad. So we're talking about the speed of traffic. So it's a measurement. So por. Muy bien. Now I have 3 questions for you. 1. ¿Para qué estudias? ¿Para qué estudias? 2. ¿Cuánto pagaste por tu teléfono celular? ¿Cuánto pagaste por tu teléfono celular? Y 3. ¿Para quién trabajas? ¿Para quién trabajas? Muy bien. Entonces recuerden, chicos, the por is used to talk about time in general, the length of time, in exchange of goods, means a communication and transportation, object of search, units of measure, and to talk about something that you're about to be done with. And para is very time specific. Para is more like a pretérito, that is time specific, versus por is like imperfecto, that is time in general. Para is to talk about destination, deadline, a specific time in the future, purpose or goal before a verb, purpose plus a noun, the recipient of something, and comparisons and opinions. Bueno, muy bien, chicos. Espero que les haya gustado esta breve lección sobre los diferentes usos de por y para. No se les olvide to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future videos. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Muchas gracias y hasta pronto. Smash the like button.